Sisters! I couldn't find a box big enough, but I brought this old trunk up from downstairs. It's a leftover from the charity magic show a few years ago. You remember. Father Chenille's magic act. Anyway, I heard on the radio that... Oh, right. Sorry. Sorry, sisters. I forgot that the bells had rung and we weren't allowed to speak.
Hasn't been so bad today, has it, George? Just 3 times.
Back home growing up at the orphanage, I would always get into trouble for making too much noise.
George, I didn't know you were an orphan.
I am?
You just said you were.
I did?
Yes, you said you were raised in an orphanage.
Oh, but I wasn't an orphan. My father was groundskeeper, and I grew up on site. It was an all-girls orphanage. It was a pretty nice place to grow up, if you catch my meaning. You know, there was this one girl in particular. I never knew her name, but I would always see her watching me. Even if I was just eating lunch or reading, I'd see her staring at me in my old monogrammed work shirt, and she'd smile and wave, kind of like this. And then I'd smile back, and then I'd wave, kind of like this. Oh, and then I'd give her my Valentino eyes, kind of like this. And then she'd... Oh. Sorry, sisters.
What is it you wanted, George?
Wanted?
Yes, you know.
Oh! I heard on the radio that there's a heavy frost expected tonight.
Frost?
So soon?
Well, we'll just have to drop everything and go harvest the grapes.
But what about these robes? Mother Superior told us to have them repaired and shipped out by tomorrow. There's no way we can pick the grapes and finish all of the sewing.
I can pick the grapes. I don't mind.
Oh, could you, George?
Sure, I finished all my chores. Besides, if the grapes go bad, you won't be able to make all your juice for the poor.
Oh, glory be. And now, Sister Philamena, you and I will skip dinner tonight and we'll go help George. And then we'll come back and we'll rush through the rest of this sewing. We'll do that. We'll rush through the rest of this sewing. Now we'll go get our buckets and we'll meet you out in the fields, George.
Okay.
George, what's that in your pocket?
Oh, I almost forgot. Mother Superior received a telegram. It's from Rome. It's marked Importanti. That's Italian. I wonder what it means. Oh, imported.
Important, George. It means important.
We'll see that she gets this right away.
Okay, well, see you in the vineyard.
Orchard, George, remember, Mother Superior doesn't like us to call it a vineyard.
Augusta, once we pick those grapes, we'll have to start making our wine. But we don't have enough bottles or space or time.
Well, what choice do we have? Our you-know-what is the only thing that is bringing money into this convent. Without it, the church will close us down for sure. Now, come on, Philamena. We have got to go help George with that grape harvest. We can't let it go bad.
Let what go bad, sisters?
Mother Superior.
We didn't see you come in.
Let what go bad?
George, Mother Superior. We can't let George go bad.
What do you mean?
Well, we were just talking with him, and, well, it seems that he's treading down the path of sin. Isn't that right, Sister Philamena?
What sin, Sister Augusta?
Well, I saw him drinking alcohol.
Don't say that word. You know how much I despise that word.
I'm sorry, Reverend Mother.
But George lives here on the grounds. Where on earth would he get you know what?
He sneaks into town at night, Mother Superior, and he buys bottles of that Devil's Delight that seems to be so popular among the locals. It's Sister Philamena and I, well, we were going to skip dinner and counsel him.
Well, that's terrible. George has been our groundskeeper for years, and he has never given us one moment's worry. Perhaps I should go.
No, Mother Superior, you shouldn't.
And why not?
Well, he doesn't know that you know, Mother Superior, and, well, it might embarrass him. It would just, he just looks up to you so much, and it would just be much easier coming from Sister Philamena and me.
Well, perhaps you're right. But remember, counsel him only. Do not preach. Change must come from within. Now, let's hurry back because we're expecting that new convent, the new sister to our convent tonight. I'm so happy about it. She's being sent here by Cardinal Redding himself.
Yes, Mother Superior.
Oh, well, I see George found a trunk to ship the robes in. Oh, this is Father Chenille's old magic trunk. You know, he is the worst magician in the world. The only thing he can make disappear is an audience. Oh, what's this?
Oh, George brought in a telegram for you, Mother Superior.
Oh, it's from Rome. Oh, now, don't dawdle, sisters. George needs salvation.
You lied to Mother Superior.
Well, what choice did I have? We couldn't let her know that we've been making Satan's mouthwash instead of grape juice and selling it to save the convent.
I've never lied in my life, much less to a holy mother.
Well, a lot of help you were. You just stood there with your mouth open.
Well, I can't help it. I can't lie. Even when I want to, when I try, all that comes out is, That's why I became a nun. Here, this kind of disability is supposed to be an asset.
But still, you could have looked less guilty.
Well, why did you lie to Mother Superior in the first place? She would just think we were picking the grapes for the regular juice.
I don't know. I just got flustered, and it was the first thing that came into my mind. Now listen, Philamena, we have got to go press those grapes tonight, or it'll be too late. You remember what happened the last time we waited, don't you?
The mice came in. The mice ate the grapes.
Right. And we didn't have enough grapes to make both the grape juice and Lucifer's libation. So we only made the juice, and, well, we almost had to close down our doors. You don't want that to happen again, do you?
Well, of course not. But it's just that we need to not get caught.
Well, let's figure out a plan. How many empty you-know-what bottles do we have left?
None. They're all full. We were going to sneak into town and sell them this week.
Well, it's after 6, so the store where we buy our bottles is closed already. How many empty juice bottles. Do we have any empty juice bottles left?
Oh, yeah, about a dozen. And we still have 2 full bottles of the grape juice.
Then this is what we'll do. We'll fill the grape juice bottles with the you-know-what that we pressed tonight.
Mother Superior serves our grape juice out of those bottles. She'll find out.
Nonsense. You said that there are 2 full bottles of grape juice. We'll just make sure that we use those until we get the other bottles from town tomorrow. Then tomorrow we'll transfer the you-know-what bottles back into the you-know-what and fill the grape juice bottles with the real grape juice.
That sounds awfully risky.
Well, what choice do we have? Now, come on, go grab some buckets and I'll meet you out in the orchard.
Merciful heavens, what are we going to do? Sister Philamena? Sister Augusta?
Yes, Mother Superior, what is it?
Rome has sent a decree ordering all insignificant convents to be closed immediately. They're sending someone not of the church to check out each and every one and report back to Rome.
But why are you so upset, Mother Superior? Surely Rome doesn't mean us.
We have a sacred duty to the church.
How can we be considered insignificant?
Sisters, I have a confession to make. All these years, I have never told Rome just how small our convent is. In fact, I've made it a point to disguise that fact. Sisters, that's why you have been trained to sew as fast as 20 nuns. We certainly don't have enough money to be considered significant, and once Rome finds out, they'll close us down. And then we'll have to join the sisters of grueling hard labor. What are we going to do? Sister Philamena, what are those buckets for?
They're for George, Mother Superior. In case we find any of that horrible devil's drink in his cabin, we'll just pour them into our buckets and then pour it into the gutter.
Good thinking, sisters. Now keep up the good work. Fight that evil of Satan's toilet water at every turn. Now, you go help that lost soul. I have to figure out what to do about this spy. Oh dear, what to do? I just must find a way to save this convent.
That was close. They almost saw us.
Jeez, Paul, you are as nervous as a marshmallow at campout. Just calm down.
Easy for you to say. You didn't spend 12 years in Catholic school. You have no idea what these nuns are like. Sally, I feel really strange.
Why, Paul, it's just like any other story we've ever been assigned.
Oh, really? What other story required us to do an expose on nuns?
Paul, somebody in this town has been making wine, and they just won a $500,000 prize. Now this will only be an expose if these nuns are the ones making it.
Still, this does not feel right.
The chief promised whoever cracks this a year's worth of front page stories, Paul. Front page. Do you know what that could do for our careers?
I know, but spying on nuns.
Aren't you tired of writing for the society page? I don't know about you, but I took this job to report on hard news, not cake walks and charity luncheons.
Fine. Let's take a quick look around and get out of here. This place gives me the creeps. I've never been in a convent before.
You just said you went to Catholic school.
Well, I did, but we never actually saw where the nuns lived. For all we knew, they were like bats and slept upside down in coat closets. Boy, I don't miss those days. Those nuns used to scare me to death. Always staring, not saying anything. You'd confess to anything, guilty or not. just to stop that staring. There was this one nun at my high school. She gave me the willies so bad, I'd stutter. I couldn't get anything out. It was horrible.
Oh, Paul, don't you mean horrible?
That is not funny.
Come look in this closet.
Don't touch that. It's holy. The nuns in this order sew and repair all the robes for the church. If the Pope rips a hem, he sends it here to get fixed. Those are very sacred things.
You know, this place isn't so bad. It's simple, kind of cozy. I always thought we'd have something like this for our summer home. A little vineyard, a lot of quiet.
We would have if you didn't leave me at the altar.
Oh, Paul, you're not still sore about that, are you? What choice did I have? Cracking that Dylan boy's story finally got me noticed. I was the only reporter who covered it.
Because everyone else was at our wedding waiting for you to show up.
Paul, we both agreed not getting married was the best thing to happen to our relationship.
I know, but it hasn't been easy since we started getting assigned to the same stories. The chief sure has a sadistic side.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, you know what I mean. It's just difficult sometimes. I still care about you. A lot.
All they do here is sew?
They say they can pattern, cut, and sew a robe in less than 5 minutes.
Not me. I flunked home ec so many times, they made me take wood shop with the boys instead. So where's everybody anyway?
Well, the chief said there were only 3 nuns here, and we saw 2 headed out. That means...
I've got to think.
That must be Mother Superior now. Quick, hide. We can't let her know she's here.
Hello.
Oh, hello. You must be Mother Superior. I'm Sal...
No introduction is necessary. I know who you are.
You do?
Well, of course. I received the letter from Cardinal Redding. But, come now, sister. Where are your wimple and veil?
Oh, I'm not a nun.
Oh, you must be from one of those more modern orders. But you will find us traditional in our dress here. Now, sister, yes, this is what you'll be expected to wear.
Oh, you know, there's a mistake. I'm not.
Not what, dear?
I'm not this size.
Oh, there are plenty of gowns in the High Holy Closet. If you can't find one, I'm sure you'll be able to sew one up quickly enough. Now, I'll go make sure your room is ready.
Okay.
She thinks you're a nun.
Isn't that wonderful?
Why didn't you correct her?
Are you kidding me and blow my cover? She just handed me a golden opportunity.
But you just lied to a nun.
I did no such thing. I didn't tell her the truth.
It's the same thing.
Look, Paul, if she thinks I'm Sister Mary, then I will be Sister Mary, because that way I can get to know the other nuns and I can gain their trust, and then I'll find out firsthand if there's any funny business going on around here.
You're not really going to do this.
Yes, I am.
Do you realize how many sins you'll be committing by impersonating a nun?
Look, Paul, the chief doesn't take either one of us seriously. Why else do you think he would send us here? Do you honestly think that there is a snowball chance that 3 nuns are making award-winning wine? But if by some crazy miracle it's true, then I want to be the one to blow the cover off this story. And Paul, you can either join me Or you can go back to writing about the cakewalk at a Shady Glen retirement home.
You must be planning on spending a lot of time in purgatory.
You know what? I am not, and I don't know what this thing right here is. What is this, and what do I do with it?
Give it. I can't believe I'm helping you do this. I cannot believe this.
How do I look?
I can't answer that. Goes through here and there.
Thank you.
But I'm not going to leave you here alone, but this is crazy.
Sister Mary!
Ooh, she's coming back, Hyde.
Sister Mary, I almost forgot. Each day we honor a moment of silence. When you hear the church bells chime, you will remain silent and work in prayer and meditation. When they chime again, you may resume speaking.
Okay, and what time does that happen?
Oh, it varies. On high holy days, the bells could chime 7 or 8 times. Others, 2 or 3. We just feel that it's the least we can do for he who has sacrificed so much.
Okay, and who's that?
Him.
This building has a second floor?
Jesus, dear.
Oh, right, him.
What order did you say you were transferred from again?
The order?
Yes, dear.
Oh, the order. I was transferred from the order of alphabetical.
The alphabetical order?
We filed things.
I've never heard of that.
Yes, we worked quite closely with the numerical order.
Okay, dear. Now, I will let you get settled in. Now, where are your bags?
Oh, I don't have any. I gave away everything I own before arriving. I take my vow of poverty very seriously.
How charitable.
Yes, the poor need so much more than I.
Oh, I see you forgot this old plain coat.
Plain? That cost me $50, and I'm saving it to give it to a family in real need.
Dear, I will take it, dear. There are many orphanages in Rome that can use it. Now, sister, you are going to make an excellent addition to our convent. Now, I will leave you be. I am sure you want to spend some quiet time in prayer.
Yes, praying.
Breakfast is at 4:30. I'll see you then.
Excuse me, did you just say 4:30? 4:30 in the morning, that 4:30?
Horrible, isn't it? We are embarrassingly lazy around here. Good night, dear.
Good night.
We are getting out of here right now.
Are you nuts?
We can't do this.
We can't not do this.
This is morally, ethically, religiously wrong.
Do you know what your problem is, Paul Billings? You are afraid to go after the hard news. At the first sign of danger, you run.
That's not true.
Isn't it? You got the same tip I did about the Dillon boys story, only you chose not to follow up on it.
I didn't follow up on it because we were getting married in an hour.
But I did, and that's the story that won me the Pickering Award.
That lot of good that did you. You're still doing the same second-rate stories that I am. Only instead of a husband to commiserate with, you've got a trophy. You never even tried to reschedule our wedding.
How could I, Paul? I had all those other leads I had to follow up on. I was running around like mad.
You weren't running around, you were running away. Just like you always do when someone gets too close.
I do not.
Why don't you just admit it? You're the one who's too scared. You don't want to let anyone see the big, brave reporter let down her guard and admit she's got feelings.
Feelings do not win you a Pickering, and they definitely do not get you the front page.
No, but they do make you human.
Look, Paul, I am really trying.
Forget about it. Let's just do our job and get out of here.
Fine. Grab my coat, will you? It's in the trunk.
Shouldn't we let Mother Superior know that she's come so early?
Oh. Mother Superior, she's arrived. So this is our pressing room. This is the kitchen.
Hello. Who are you?
I'm Sister Mary.
Sister Mary.
But this is Sister Mary.
Mary Kathyrn.
Oh, excuse me?
Which one are you?
Oh.
Which Mary? I'm Mary Kathyrn, and you're Mary.
Mary.
Sister Mary.
Well, Bloody Mary was already taken. That's just a little joke.
I get it, like the cocktail.
Yeah.
Oh.
You mustn't talk about you-know-what here. Mother Superior feels that drinking is one of the greatest sins one can commit.
She thinks that it leads to a life of vice and sin. And she won't even let us say the word. She's so passionate about it. We have to say, you know what, or devil's bathwater, or Satan's tonic, or, you know, something like that.
I didn't know. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry.
Sister Augusta and I didn't know that you would be coming to live with us as well, Sister Mary?
Yes. I was sent here by Cardinal what's-his-name?
Redding?
Yes, Cardinal Redding.
Oh, what a coincidence! He's responsible for my being here. And what a coincidence. We arrived on the same day. We have almost the same name. You're not an orphan too, are you?
Can't say that I am.
Oh, Sister Mary Kathyrn, you're an orphan?
Yes, my entire family was killed in a terrible car accident outside of Paris. I grew up in an orphanage for girls. Every one of us became a nun. It was sort of expected. Except for this one girl. She started a softball team.
I'll let Mother Superior know that you've arrived, Mary Kathyrn.
I'll prepare another room.
So, Sister Mary Kathyrn, how's nun life treating ya?
Can you keep a secret, Sister Mary?
Oh, you'd be amazed.
I'm not really a nun. I mean, I'm training to be one, but I'm still a novice. Cardinal Redding, I've talked to him, and he is allowing me to stay here while I finish up my training. They don't take novices of this order, so I'm pretending that I've already entered the sisterhood, but I have been saddled with guilt ever since I replaced my novice whites with these robes. You won't tell Mother Superior, will they? They'll send me back if they find out. I just know that the Sisters of Perpetual Sewing is my destiny.
Don't worry, honey. The way I see it, it's just like living with your boyfriend before marrying him. Spiritually, I mean.
Spiritually, of course. How long have you been a sister, Sister Mary?
Oh, well, seems like such a short time. But I guess it's been since I was 9.
9? Ooh, I've never heard of anyone so young being allowed into the sisterhood.
Yeah, well, I was part of the program for exceptionally pious kids. My brother became a priest when he was 7.
Wow. Oh, well, it must be almost a burden to have so much goodness in you.
Well, yes, that is the cross I bear, which is not to make light of the cross Jesus bore. I think I should probably just go over here and pray quietly for a minute. Okay.
Sister Mary Kathyrn, I'm afraid I wasn't expecting you.
Cardinal Redding said that he sent a letter? Oh, perhaps it hasn't come yet?
Mother Superior, isn't that the letter you received last week?
Sister Augusta, will you please show Sister Mary Kathyrn to her room? She will be right next to Sister Mary. Oh, dear, what is your second name?
Mary.
No, dear, your second name.
Mary.
It's Sister Mary, Mother Superior.
She will be right next to Sister Mary Kathyrn will be right next to Sister Mary. And then will you please tell Sister Philamena to come in here? Oh, I mean in here. I need to speak to you both.
Yes, Mother Superior.
Oh dear, what are we going to do? I've got to think. I know she's the spy. I just know it. I know if I can just come up with a way to expose her. Oh dear, just don't.
You wanted to see us, Mother Superior?
Yes, sisters, we have caught ourselves a spy.
Oh, no, Mother Superior. Who?
Sister Mary Kathyrn. I could tell right away that she was the spy sent from Rome. I know she seemed so innocent and so pure, but did you see how nervous she was around me? She is definitely hiding something. Now listen, sisters. We mustn't tell her a thing. If she asks, well, we must commit sin and fib a little. We must tell her that there are many more in this order, but they are, tell her that they're on retreat. Yes. She can't know it's just the 3 of us. Well, 4 now with Sister Mary. Now, Sister Augusta, I want you to watch her closely and report anything that seems suspicious.
But Mother Superior, I haven't the time.
What do you mean? You and Sister Philamena are almost finished sewing the holy robes.
But we haven't talked to George yet.
Nonsense. You can talk to him later. Now, this is important. Now, Sister Philamena, I want you to keep her busy. Take her a tour of the grounds. Bring her into town. Just keep her busy.
But Mother Superior...
No, do it. Make her so exhausted that she won't have time to spy. Can you do this, Sister Philamena?
Yes, Mother Superior.
Okay. Now, I have to figure out what to do about this spy. Okay, go. How
are we going to get the wine pressed if Mary Kathyrn is snooping around?
Well, we'll just have to do it while she's sleeping. We'll do it then.
It's so late. We won't get any sleep at all.
Well, would you rather they close the convent down?
Well, of course not. It's just that...
Then go. Tell George that he's to finish pressing the grapes, and I'm going to go see if Mary Kathyrn isn't snooping around.
It's just that I know this is God's way of punishing us for lying.
clear.
Joyful, joyful, we adore you, God of glory, Lord of love. Oh, you must be the new sister. I'm Father Chenille, the priest of the local parish.
Hello, Father.
Oh, sister, you must have come from a convent that was quite royal or something. Oh, we're not like that around here. I wonder if you might be able to help me. It's a high holy day tomorrow, and I seem to have ripped my cassock. I'm wondering if you might be able to mend it for me.
Wouldn't it be easier to send it to a seamstress?
Sister, you are a seamstress.
Yeah, right. Okay. I'm gonna put it right here, and then I'll get to it a little later tonight.
It's only a small little tear. I don't suppose you could repair it now for me. I have a sunrise service in the morning.
Yeah, sure I could. It's just a small tear.
Thank you. So, sister, how do you like our convent so far? I mean, well, it is rather small, but they do so good for the community. Why, I see Sister Philamena and Sister Augusta going to town every week with their grape juice, and somehow it seems to brighten the spirits of every soul in town. Now, I don't know how this parish has remained open as long as we have with so little money coming into it, but, I guess our sisters, they are quite thrifty. Sister, are you having some trouble?
I can't thread this stupid needle. I was never any good at this.
I know you're joking. I know good and well that Cardinal Redding only sends those divinely gifted in the art of sewing to this parish.
Ooh, almost got it.
What's this? My old magician's trunk. I haven't seen this in years. Sister, I need to get a few things from the kitchen. I'll be right back.
This isn't so hard. Now, what were you saying about that trunk? Ooh, Paul.
Sister Mary. I've been overwhelmed with guilt since we last talked. Oh, you will keep what I told you about being a novice a secret, won't you? I don't want to have to go back, and I feel certain that God wants me here.
Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me. Nobody will ever know you're not really a nun.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Good night.
Good night. Good night. Ooh. Sister Philamena.
It's all right, Sister Mary. Mother Superior knows all about Sister Mary Kathyrn. I have been told to keep an eye on her to make sure she doesn't get into any trouble. Now, imagine deceiving nuns like that.
Yeah, imagine.
Sister, I used to be quite the amateur magician. Looky, sister. Perfectly solid knives and a perfectly solid trunk. And yet, sister, abracadabra, hallelujah, abracadabra.
What are you doing?
Amazing your senses, sister. Abracadabra. Abracadabra! Who's Paul? Who's Paul, sister?
He's the patron saint of straight seams. Oh, God. And St. Paul, please bless this seam and let it be straight and true. Amen.
Amen.
My scissors were dull. Oh, I need this.
Sisters, you simply amaze me, going above and beyond, blessing a simple rib seam like that.
And here's your robe, Father.
Oh, sister, such splendid. Oh, sister, what is this? I'm going to have to walk around like a teapot. You must still be tired from your trip. Perhaps there's a robe in the high holy closet I can borrow.
No, Father, no.
Oh, I'm ticklish, sister, I'm ticklish.
Don't go in there, Father.
My words.
I have an idea. Why don't you go into the kitchen and make yourself a nice cup of tea? And then before that water is even boiling, I'm going to have this fixed perfectly for you.
Are you sure it's not an imposition?
None whatsoever. Here we go.
Ah, I'm ticklish.
Paul, what are you wearing?
I heard him coming over to the closet, so I threw this on. We got to get out of here and figure out a plan.
Well, I can't. I have to fix this. I don't want to blow my cover.
Here we go.
Really? What should I do with this? Okay. Ooh, who taught you that? I thought you said your mother died when you were young.
I'm full of surprises. How about you? I thought all girls could sew.
I already told you. I flunked home ec all 5 times.
Okay, well, fine. Let's get...
Oh, sister, I seem to be having trouble finding the sweet and low. Hello, Father.
Hello, Father.
I'm Father Chenille.
I'm Father Paul.
Oh, well, what brings you to Shady Glen, Father Paul?
Well, that is to say, I came to visit Sister Mary.
Father Paul is my brother.
Oh, yes, of course. Sister Mary is my sister.
Sister Mary?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure she arrived safely.
Oh, how very kind and considerate of you, Father Paul. How long will you be staying?
Oh, a day or so, probably less.
And what parish do you work at?
That's hard to say.
He floats around.
I go where they need me.
Oh, I see. A Jesuit. Oh.
Here's your robe, Father.
Oh, such splendid sewing. Oh, I can see now why Cardinal Redding would send you to us. Oh, perhaps you and your brother here, the father, would like to join me for some tea. Sister Mary, I have an entire kettle on the stove heating.
That would be lovely. Nonsense, Paul. We have time for a cup of tea with Father Chenille. Besides, there are a few questions I would like to ask him.
Questions?
Yes, I'm so curious about this convent.
But Mary.
Paul?
You two run ahead right into here. I will be right with you. I need to remind Reverend Mother of services in the morning. Mother Superior. Oh, there you are.
Father Chenille, what a
I
nice
am in
surprise.
crisis, Mother Superior, crisis.
What is it?
I think Cardinal Redding is trying to get rid of me. He sent this young priest by the name of Father Paul to replace me.
What are you talking about?
I just met him. He is the brother of Sister Mary. Perhaps that's why she was sent here, to pave the way for her brother, the father, to take over my parish.
I can't believe that's true.
Well, surely you've heard that Rome is sending spies out to check things out.
I thought they were only interested in convents.
Why stop there? I know our little church isn't bringing in a lot of money, but I try to get the congregation to open up their hearts and wallets. I can only do so much, Mother. I'm just one man.
Father, we don't know any of this for certain.
If only there were some way we could find out why Father Paul was sent here so suddenly. Oh, Mother, I got it. Can you help me, Mother Superior?
Oh, I have troubles of my own, I'm afraid.
What is it?
Sister Mary Kathyrn, the one with the squinty eyes, she is reporting our every move back to Rome.
Another spy? First, Father Paul, and now Sister Mary Kathyrn. What's this world coming to, Mother?
Hello, Mother. Hello, Father. I was looking for Sister Augusta.
She is helping Sister Oh, George. She's helping Sister Mary settle in. I'll tell her you're looking for her, George.
Thank you, Reverend Mother.
George, don't go anywhere. Wait a minute. I've got a favor I would like to ask you.
Certainly, Father.
There's this new priest here by the name of Father Paul. And I can't explain exactly what I want you to do, but I can say it would mean a great deal to me if you would comply with my wishes. I want you to spy on Father Paul.
Spy, Father?
Yes, George. The fate of this entire church is in your hands. This is what I want you to do.
I can't believe I fell asleep in my oatmeal. Mother Superior is going to think I'm narcoleptic.
I don't know why you're so tired. I'm the one who had to stay up and press and bottle all the you-know-what.
I was in Mary Kathyrn's room all night, putting subconscious thoughts into her head. I read about it in a book last month. There was this woman who wanted to stop smoking, so she made a recording that she played when she slept, and it repeated over and over, "Stop smoking! Stop smoking!" When she woke up the next morning, she quit smoking.
Sister Mary Kathyrn doesn't smoke.
I know that, but I wanted her to expose herself as a spy. So I snuck into her room and I whispered over and over, "Confess! Confess!"
Did it work?
Well, we'll find out this morning.
Well, we finished, and that's the important thing. Now remember, the bottles with the red labels now have the you-know-what in them. And the ones with the white labels are the last of the real grape juice.
Red labels, you know what? White labels, grape juice. I'll remember.
Now, the whole pressing room is a terrible mess, so let's keep Mother Superior out of there if we can.
I'm sure it smells.
Smells bad.
Yes. Well, I'm going to go see if I can find George and tell him to ask him to go pick up our bottles from town.
Can't we go?
Oh.
If he happens to look in the box.
We still have all these robes to repair. We'll just leave it to George to help us. He's more than trustworthy.
Good morning, sisters.
George!
What are you wearing? That's sacrilege.
No, it's a cassock.
Why are you dressed like that?
Father Chenille has put me on a secret mission. From now on, I'm Father George.
Father George?
Well, until he tells me it's okay to be groundskeeper George again.
All right, George. Father George, we have a favor to ask.
Well, there's a box of bottles that we've ordered that needs to be picked up from town. Do you think that you could get them for us this morning?
Well, I don't know. Father Chenille told me to stay here all day.
Oh, please. It's very important that we get those bottles today.
We'd go ourselves, but we have all this sewing.
Well, Father Paul was still asleep when I left my cabin this morning. Maybe if I leave right now, I can be back before he gets up.
Oh, thank you, Father George.
Okay, I'll be back.
Good morning, sisters.
Good morning, Mary Kathyrn.
Good morning.
Is something wrong, sister?
How are you feeling this morning, Sister Mary Kathyrn? Is there something that you want to tell us?
What do you mean?
Perhaps something to confess?
Actually, there is.
I knew it.
I drank all of the grape juice at breakfast this morning.
Is that all?
And I'm sorry, sisters. Can I ask a question? Is this building very old?
Not really. Why?
Well, I heard strange noises all night last night. I thought maybe the building was settling.
Strange noises. What kind of noises? Did these noises make you want to tell us something?
I know this sounds silly, but they almost sounded human, like a voice. And they said the strangest thing.
Really? Like what?
They just kept saying, confess, confess.
Well, maybe you have a heavy heart about something, perhaps something weighing you down, perhaps a secret that you want to confess.
I think I'll take my sewing outside. I'd like some quiet time to reflect.
I'll go with you.
Oh, I don't mean to be impolite, Miss Sister Augusta, but I'd like to go alone.
Okay, good. We'll go alone together.
Okay.
Confess.
What? Oh.
Confess.
How's the sewing coming along, sister?
Oh, very well, Mother Superior. Mother Superior, where are you going?
Oh, into the pressing room. We ran out of juice.
I'll be glad to get you some.
Nonsense. You keep on sewing.
No, really, the pressing room is a big mess. I'll do it.
I'm just retrieving some bottles, sister. I'm not photographing it. Unless there's something else in there you don't want me to see.
Crap. What happened?
Oh, just a little spill. Everything's all right. Now, grab a mop and bucket and help me clean up that broken glass.
Mother Superior, I said the bottles with the white labels.
The white labels are the ones that fell off the shelf. Someone set them dangerously close to the edge. No, the mop and bucket are in the kitchen. Grab them and then put these bottles away. Then we'll clean up that spill before it stains. I got some on my gown and I have to wash it off.
You look awful.
Do you know the last time I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, Paul? Never. That's when.
Now look, we both agreed, ask a few questions, find out nothing's going on, and leave, right?
I still don't know why you are so nervous about this.
Look at me. Do you know how many rosaries I'm going to have to say for impersonating a priest?
You know, you look pretty good in uniform.
You think so? This robe doesn't make me look fat?
No, not at all. It accentuates your broad shoulders.
Well, me and some of the fellows have been doing some weightlifting after work recently, and... Oh, Sally, listen, I'm serious. We need to do this and get out of here.
All right. How about I'll go find Sister Mary Kathyrn and Sister Augusta. You find Mother Superior and Sister Philamena, and then we'll meet back here in an hour, trade notes, and figure out what to do next? Okay.
Blessed be the name, blessed be the name, blessed be the name of...
Oh, Father George, are you back with the bottles? Good morning, Father Chenille.
Good morning, Sister Philamena. I take it that you've been informed about Father George, then?
Oh, yes, Father.
Have you seen him this morning? I have been looking all over for him.
He went into town for just a quick errand, Father. He should be back quite soon.
He is supposed to be here looking out after Father Paul. Never mind. He's supposed to be here, that's all.
There's tea in the kitchen if you'd like to wait for him there, Father Chenille.
Red Singer?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes! Oh!
Are you certain?
Yes, Mother Superior. I can clean this up myself. I don't want you stepping on any glass.
Oh, thank you, Sister. Father Paul.
Good morning, Mother.
I trust your accommodations with Father George are acceptable.
Oh, yes, quite nice. Thank you.
Excellent. We want you to be very comfortable here during your stay. Now, I noticed you missed breakfast this morning. Now, there's tea if you would like.
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you.
Father, may I ask you a rather odd question?
Of course, Mother.
Can you tell when someone is lying?
I beg your pardon?
Well, in confession, you see sinners all the time. Let's say that someone commits a great sin. They disguise themselves as a layperson to spy on someone. Now, could you tell just by looking?
I don't know what you mean.
I think I have that gift. I can spot a phony right away.
I don't know what you're referring to.
May I be frank with you, Father? There is a deceiver in this very convent.
What?
Father, you're stuttering.
A deceiver?
Imagine Sister Mary's audacity to lie in the house of charity.
Oh, so you know about Sister Mary then?
Well, it's painfully clear that Sister Mary Kathyrn is the one that Rome sent to spy on us.
Mary Kathyrn?
Yeah, she arrived late last night.
Oh, Mary Kathyrn.
Father, as much as I abhor what I'm about to ask you to do, I just feel I must for the good of the convent.
What would you like me to do?
Disguise yourself as a nun.
I beg your pardon?
I need you to dress up like a nun so you can spy on Sister Mary Kathyrn. Now, I know it sounds sinful, and I know I must sound crazy, but I'm desperate. I need you to watch her and let me know what she's up to. If she's met everyone else in the convent, or else I would never ask you to do this. Oh, but Father, the future of the Sisters of Perpetual Sowing depends on it. Please, Father.
But isn't that deceitful? You were just saying...
No, what I said is what she is doing is deceitful. A layperson dressing up as clergy. But you're clergy dressing up as clergy. Please, Father, you're my only hope. Oh, I think I hear them coming. Go hide, go hide. Oof.
I don't want to do this.
Please, Father.
No.
Confess. Confess. Please, Father.
No.
I beg of you.
No.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Please.
No.
Oh. Please.
No.
Please.
No.
Please.
No.
Confess. Confess. But Father, the orphans need our assistance. If we close down, there'll be no charity for them.
Orphans?
Yes, along with the sewing, we hold charity events for the orphans to raise money for them. Please,
I didn't
Father.
know about the orphans. Of course I'll help.
Great. You go back into the high holy closet and wait for me. I'll get you a wimple and veil and come back with my sewing kit and fit it to you. Now, don't let anyone see you go in there. Discretion is imperative.
Father Paul?
Sister Philamena, right?
Yes. I wondered who Mother was speaking with.
Oh, did you hear what we were talking about?
Not really. Why?
Oh, no reason. Anyway, I suppose I should go and pray or something. And you should go empty that bucket. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Father.
See you later.
All right.
I suppose I should go and back to Father George's then.
Okay.
There shall be showers of blessing. This is the promise of love.
Father Chenille.
Hello, Sister Mary Kathyrn.
I need to speak with you. It's urgent.
Can't it wait? I am in desperate need to find Father George.
God is speaking to me.
What?
Yes, it's a divine miracle. I hear voices. Last night, God told me to confess. And this morning, he said, please.
Really?
Yes. Oh, and then, oh, Father, I heard his voice.
Whose?
His.
Oh, his? Oh, what did he say?
Well, God kept saying, confess, confess. please, please. And then the devil kept saying, no, no. It's as if they're fighting for my very soul.
Are you certain? Perhaps you only thought you heard.
I heard them with my own 2 ears. Oh, Father, what should I do?
Well, have you anything to confess? Perhaps there's something burdening your heart. Maybe that's why you thought you heard his voice.
Yes, Father, I need to make a confession right away.
You'll need to find Father Paul. I'm afraid he can take your confession. I must find Father George. Showers of blessing.
Yes, Father, I'll confess to Father Paul. Who's Father Paul? Father! I need to make a confession quickly before it's too late.
Oh, but I'm not a priest. I have to deliver these bottles to Sister Philamena and Sister Augusta right away.
But my eternal soul is in peril.
I would help if I could. Honestly, I would, but really, I'm not qualified. Maybe not a formal confession. Maybe we could just go outside and talk.
Yes, Father, I like that.
You look familiar. Have we met before?
I don't think so.
Oh, what's this? Oh, it's worse than the sisters led me to believe. There must be a dozen bottles in here, all empty. Oh, it's true. George really is a you-know-what-aholic. Oh, I hope the sisters were able to intervene in time.
Mother Superior.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Mother Superior! Mother Superior! Mother Superior!
Yes, Sister Augusta, what is it?
Mother Superior, Mary Kathyrn has gone off with George. She was going to give a confession.
All right. Give them some time alone, and when they're finished, you may resume following her.
Mother Superior, a confession to Father George.
So you said, Sister Augusta.
Mother Superior, Father George. George.
But he's not a priest.
I know.
Stop them.
How?
I don't know. Just do it.
But how?
I don't know. We need to.
please, please know, Father, that I am not a prude, but I was shocked to see Sister Paula and Sister Mary kissing like that.
Oh. But as Mother Superior explained, Sister Paula's from France.
I suppose they do greet people differently there. Oh, I wonder, is that what they call a French kiss?
Oh, no, a French kiss is with tongue. So I've been told. In confession. I wouldn't know myself. I'm a priest.
Well, I just hope Sister Paula doesn't greet all of us that way.
Sister Mary Kathyrn, may I ask you something? Something personal?
Certainly, Father.
Have you ever been in love?
What do you mean?
Well, before you became a nun, wasn't there someone from your past to whom you felt the slightest bit of attraction?
Yes, Father, there was. At the orphanage that I grew up in, there was a groundskeeper who had a son, a beautiful young boy who I was quite smitten with. He used to read books on his break. He would read Tolstoy and Shakespeare and Bronte. And
Ooh, Charlotte or Emily?
both. I used to sit and watch him for hours on end, but I was too shy to ever speak to him. And then one day, he was gone. A new groundskeeper came, and I never knew what happened to that young man. But I've always felt in my heart that if he ever returned to me, I would remember what it's like to be in love once more. Oh, it's a silly memory, Father. Why do you ask?
Oh, it's not a silly memory at all. The boy. Did you ever know his name?
No, but his initials were monogrammed on his shirt. G.D. If you try to pronounce it, it sounds like God.
Perhaps that boy's still out there searching. Perhaps he always knew he was being watched because he was watching you too. Perhaps he remains a groundskeeper to this very day, searching every window for signs of that lovely young girl.
Perhaps. I suppose I'll never know for certain now. Besides, it's too late. I'm a nun. Almost.
Almost.
Oh, Father, there's something I've been wanting to confess to you. I'm not really a nun.
You're not? Oh, that's wonderful. What do you mean?
I'm just a novice. Cardinal Redding has allowed me to finish up my time here since I'm so skilled at sewing. But I have been plagued with guilt ever since I put on these clothes. I feel sacrilegious in them, and I'm going to take my vows next month, but I haven't yet.
Mary Kathyrn, I have something to confess to you as well. I'm not really a priest. I've just been telling you I was.
What?
Well, Father Chenille asked me to. He's afraid that Father Paul's been sent to take over his parish, so he asked me to spy on Father Paul and report back to him. So you see, I'm not really a priest at all.
Then who are you?
I'm the groundskeeper.
The groundskeeper! I just gave you confession.
Yes, I know, and it was just wonderful.
So you're just pretending to be a priest. You're a sick man.
I did it only because Father Chenille asked me to.
I don't care. You shouldn't have agreed.
You don't understand, Mary Kathyrn.
Told you my most private secret. I thought you were bound by the church to keep my confession confidential. Now you'll tell everyone.
Oh, no, I won't tell a soul, I swear.
You're perverse. You and Father Chenille both.
Did I hear my name?
Shame on you.
George, what was that all about?
She knows I'm not a priest.
You told her. was supposed to be our secret, George. Well, I guess it's all right as long as she doesn't go around telling anyone. So, George, what have you found out about Father Paul?
I don't have time now, Father Chenille. I have to go convince Sister Mary Kathyrn not to become a nun.
But, George, she's already a... Oh, never mind. Mother Superior! Mother Superior!
Yes, Father.
Oh, I trust you're feeling better.
Fully revived, Father.
Good. I wonder then if you wouldn't mind telling me what in heaven's name is going on around here. Who's this Sister Paul and why is she here? Is she the spy sent from Rome?
Of course not.
How can you be certain?
Well, it's to say that she's my sister.
You have a sister?
Yes, my sister, Sister Paula. She's in town for a few days.
Don't you think it's quite a coincidence that your sister knows Sister Mary?
Well, it's my sister, Sister Paula. She's French.
Sister Mary's French?
No, my sister, Sister Paula. That's why she kissed Sister Mary like that. She's French.
Oh, and you're not.
No. I used to be. Yeah, but I grew out of it.
Oh. Mother Superior, I don't understand.
I'm afraid I don't either, Father.
Regardless, Mother, have you seen Father Paul around? I thought I might ask him if he'd, say the late afternoon mass with me today. You know what they say, Mother. Keep your enemies close.
I'm sure he's around somewhere.
Well, if you see him, send him over to me at the church.
Will do, Father.
And Mother.
Yes, Father?
I expect I'll see you in confession tomorrow.
I expect you
Blessings.
will, Father. Father Paul, I must...
Please, call me Sister Paula when I'm dressed like this. I don't want to have to make up another lie.
Very well, Sister Paula. Now, your discovery made me commit a grave sin. I lied to a priest. Now, to save you from embarrassment, I must tell you the circumstances I've created. You're my sister. You're French. And you kiss everyone like that when you first meet them.
I do.
Now, Father, no one in this situation is above reproach. But what in heaven's name were you doing kissing Sister Mary?
That's a good question. Awfully good. Well, you see, it's like, you make me really nervous staring at me like that. Could you just turn around for a moment? I wasn't actually kissing Sister Mary.
I saw you with my own eyes.
You only think you saw us kissing. In fact, Sister Mary is plagued with allergies. When she was young, she almost died from a bee sting, anaphylactic shock.
Oh.
Well, this morning, a bee stung her on her lip, and she started gasping for air, and I walked in, and I knew immediately what had happened. So to save her life, I rushed over to her and tried to suck the bee stinger out of her lip. We rushed into the pressing room to see if we could find a phone to call an ambulance, but there wasn't one around. So I continued to suck on her lip until we could find a phone. And luckily, the shock of everyone screaming got her adrenaline pumping, and it worked the poison out of her system, thus saving her life.
I didn't know. Why didn't you say something?
She's embarrassed about her allergies, and she didn't want to make a bad impression.
Oh, that poor dear.
It is just awful.
Oh, thank goodness you were there to help her.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Oh. Yes, Sister Philamena?
Mother Superior, it's Sister Mary. She's inconsolable. She's locked herself in her room and she won't come out.
Oh, she must be terribly embarrassed. Now, you tell her everything is all right and invite her to have some tea with us this afternoon.
It's no use, Mother. I've tried everything. She's very distraught. I'm scared she could do something drastic.
Well, perhaps I should go talk to her. Now, you get back to your sewing, and I'll talk to you later, Sister Paula.
France has interesting customs.
Yes. Yes, it does.
I should like to visit there someday. That's a beautiful way to welcome someone with hello.
Paul, thank God.
I thought you locked yourself in your room.
I did, but I climbed out the window. What are we going to do now? Our cover was almost blown.
Oh, I did some quick thinking and convinced Mother Superior that I was sucking a bee stinger out of your lip. I told her you were allergic.
She bought that?
Would a priest lie? Now, look, I have not seen anything around here that leads me to believe that anyone associated with this convent is making wine. Let's just call it quits.
Are you kidding me? What about that pressing room? Do you really think they're just making grape juice in there?
Who cares? Let's just tell the chief there's nothing here and call it quits before this gets any more ridiculous. Look at me. I'm a reporter dressed like a priest, dressed like a nun. Now let's go.
Wait, why did you kiss me?
Can we talk about this later? Like when I'm not wearing a dress?
No, I want to talk about it now. We rushed in there, and then the next thing I know, you're kissing me.
I don't know. It was the rush. I was just flustered.
It felt like more than that.
Well, it wasn't. It shouldn't have happened. As you said, we both agreed that breaking up was the best thing that ever happened to our relationship.
So it was purely accidental, just the heat of the moment?
Believe me, Sally, when I dream about kissing you, we are not both dressed as nuns.
You dream about kissing me?
This is not the time, Sally.
Paul.
Okay, fine, yes, I dream about you. I think about you all the time, like every moment of every day. I promised myself that if you ever told me you loved me again, I would whisk you off to Vegas before you could change your mind. Do you really think it's just coincidence that the chief keeps assigning us to the same stories? I asked him to. I can't imagine a day in my life without you in it. Listen, Sally, I've been wanting to ask you something, or ask you something again, but I've been too scared. Will you...
I hear something. Somebody's coming. Hide.
I'm so nervous about this.
There's nothing to be nervous about. Just go and get all the grape juice bottles from George's cabin. Then replace the bottles of you-know-what that Mother Superior brought into the kitchen this morning.
But
we'll have more than enough time to make grape juice while everyone is in bed.
But
just go. I'll make sure that no one tries to open up any of these bottles for lunch.
Peter!
You go find out for sure what's in those bottles in the kitchen. I'm going to tell Mother Superior I'm done playing Sister Paula, and I'm going to pretend that Father Paul has to go back to his parish, and I'll start spying in my own clothes again.
Perfect.
All right, now go.
I'll meet you back here in 10.
I got to get my coat. Now, what did I do with my tie?
Please, won't you just listen to me?
There's nothing you can say that is of any interest to me.
I'm sorry.
I don't believe you.
I didn't mean it.
I don't care.
I love you.
I can't. What did you say?
I love you. I've always loved you. From the first moment we met.
We only met this morning.
Mary Kathyrn, it's me, George Donnelly, GD, the son of the groundskeeper. It's me.
Oh, George?
Yes.
Oh, it is you. I thought you looked familiar, but I wasn't sure from where.
And now we found each other again.
It's a miracle.
I wanted to tell you before, but I had to be certain it was really you.
And did you love me, George, as much as I loved you?
Oh, I've thought about you every day since.
Oh, George.
Oh, Mary Kathyrn. You're sure you're not a nun?
I'm not a nun.
Hallelujah.
No! And you're not really a priest.
I'm not a priest.
Amen!
Sister Mary Kathyrn!
Oh, Sister Augusta!
George?
Sister?
Sister Augusta!
Mother Superior.
Sister Mary Kathyrn?
Mother Superior!
George!
Father Chenille?
Mother Superior!
Father Chenille.
Father George and Sister Mary Kathyrn.
Sister Mary?
George!
Sister Philamena?
Philamena.
Oh, Mother Superior!
Philamena?
Augusta?
Cardinal Redding?
Cardinal Redding?
Cardinal Redding? My children.
Is it even possible that we didn't know he was coming?
Well, maybe they sent a telegram and George forgot to give it to us. That's happened before.
Father Chenille's to blame. If he hadn't convinced George to dress up like a priest, perhaps George would have remembered to deliver telegrams. Oh, I wish we had more time to prepare a more proper reception for Cardinal Redding.
It's too bad that Sister Paula had to leave so soon.
I still found it very strange that she left without saying goodbye to anyone, just left that note in the kitchen.
I'm sure she had things to do.
Well, still, it makes me wonder.
Wonder what?
Is it possible that Sister Paula was the spy?
Nonsense. Sister Mary Kathyrn is the spy. Sister Paula had nothing to do with it.
But how can you be so sure, Mother?
I just am, that's all.
Still, it seems awfully suspicious.
Okay. Less chatter and more work, sisters. Cardinal Redding will be back soon from afternoon mass with Father Chenille, and I want everything ready upon his arrival.
I'll go in the kitchen and get the hors d'oeuvres
Yes,
ready.
do that, please. Sister Philamena, I would like to talk to you.
Yes, Mother?
Sister Philamena, what was in that box that you brought in earlier?
The box?
Yes.
Mother Superior?
The cardboard box that made the sound of glass shattering?
Those were just bottles of grape juice, Mother Superior.
Oh, from where?
From George's cabin?
What were you doing with juice from George's cabin? Now answer me. I ask you a question. What were you doing with his juice?
I need to replace the bottles that are in the kitchen.
Why? What's wrong with the grape juice in the kitchen? Now answer me. I ask you a question. What is wrong with the grape juice in the kitchen?
It isn't grape juice, Mother. It's wine. It's wine, yes. The devil's hair tonic, Satan's aperitif. Now don't ask me any more questions.
How did the grape juice get turned into, you know what? Answer me, and answer me at once.
Sister Augusta and I have been secretly making wine to sell to the local people to make money for the convent for several years now. And we knew you would stop us if you found out, so we've been lying to you. Lying. All this time we're horrible, despicable liars.
How dare you? You know how I feel about, you know what? Now, when Cardinal Redding leaves, I am going to dole out punishment for both you and Sister Augusta. In the meantime, keep your mouth shut. We can't tell anyone the truth, especially Sister Mary Kathyrn. If that sneaky little spy would find out, she would surely report it to Rome, and they would close us down immediately. Now, tell no one. Do you understand?
I'm so sorry, Mother Superior. I'm so sorry.
Go into the kitchen and help Sister Augusta. We will talk about this later. Oh.
You will forget. You will forget.
Oh. Saints, forgive us. Oh. Well. And I suppose you're French too?
I'm
Kissing Sister Mary like that. Sister, you didn't kiss her, you kissed Sister Mary Kathyrn. Shameful.
Yes, but she's not really a nun.
Well, just save your breath, George. I know she's not a nun.
You do?
Of course. But that still didn't give you an excuse for what you did. And in front of Cardinal Redding. Oh, I'm so flustered.
Begging your pardon, Mother Superior, but don't you find it odd how much Cardinal Redding looks like Father Paul?
I hadn't noticed.
Hadn't noticed? They could be twins.
Well, could be a slight resemblance.
Oh, it's more than just a slight resemblance. And besides, we've never seen the two of them actually together.
Sister Mary did. She saw Father Paul taking a nap in your cabin when the Cardinal arrived.
Still...
George, what are you saying? That Father Paul dressed up like Cardinal Redding?
No, I'm saying that perhaps Cardinal Redding dressed up like Father Paul. Or maybe Cardinal Redding's the spy.
I really doubt that Rome would send someone as prestigious as a cardinal to spy on us.
Well, perhaps not.
Now, George, when the cardinal gets back, I do not want you spouting off these crazy theories about him being a spy. It would be incredibly insulting.
Yes, Mother Superior.
Now, I want you to fill up some of these cups while I go back into the kitchen and finish up the food. And do not spill anything, and do not make a mess.
Yes, Mother Superior. Bland. Maybe some grape juice from the pressing room will help. Better. Ooh, twice as better. Whoa. Boy, this grape juice makes all the difference.
George? Oh, George! What are we going to do?
What do you mean?
Well, we were caught kissing. I can't lie anymore. I've got to tell Mother Superior everything.
Oh, don't get so worked up. Here, have some punch. It's really good.
No, thank you.
Okay.
George, this was not at all how things were supposed to go.
Oh, I know. Are you sure you don't want some more punch? It's really good.
No, thank you, George. Thank you.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do, so I just ran off and I prayed. Oh, yes. And now I know that I must tell Mother Superior that I'm still only a novice.
Okay. Whatever you say. This is really
Oh, careful. No, thank you.
Okay.
I'm going to find her right away. Wish me luck, George.
Okay. Good luck.
Okay.
Boy, I got to get the recipe for this punch.
I must say, that was one of the more interesting masses I've ever attended. Until your sermon, I didn't even realize Moses had a dog.
Yes, St. Bernard, actually. He was responsible for putting out the fire in the burning bush.
And the clever way you sort of crammed all these lines, obscure lines actually, from songs and prayers and poems and newspaper articles together. Mass only took 10 minutes.
Well, yes, I suppose I was still a bit flustered with all the happenings of this afternoon.
Oh, quite understandable, Cardinal Redding. I don't want you thinking that what you saw today is at all tolerated. Oh, this is a pure and chaste convent, and whatever it was that you witnessed today between Sister Mary Kathyrn and George, well, it totally shocked us all.
Well, as it should be. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to walk around a bit and see if there aren't any other infractions or anything. Perhaps talk with Sister Mary.
Certainly, Cardinal Redding, certainly. Go right ahead. Oh, we have some punch here.
Father Chenille.
Yes, Mother?
Where's Cardinal Redding?
He is around here somewhere.
Oh. Will you be so kind as to help me carry out some more of the hors d'oeuvres?
I would love to carry out delicious food that you've prepared, Mother.
Thank you,
yes.
Father.
Pretending to be a priest was one thing. Pretending to be a nun was another. But pretending to be a cardinal, that's the last straw.
Paul, look, I know this is crazy, but just buy me one more hour. I really want to sneak into that pressing room and check it out. I think we found our secret winery.
I don't care anymore, Sally. These nuns are good people. They're not hurting anyone. I'm not going to turn them in just to get better writing assignments. Now, come on, let's get out of here.
Are you kidding me? We're so close.
Sally, let's go.
I want to check out that pressing room first.
Now, Sally.
Paul, what is the matter with you? This is our big break. We get this, and we're serious journalists. No more fluff pieces. No more sitting around in the bullpen while they're all laughing at us behind our backs. We'll finally be up there with the big boys. Don't you want that?
Not if it means hurting people.
Who, these nuns? The only thing that's going to happen to them is they'll be $500,000 richer.
I'm talking about us, Sally. Don't let another story get between us.
Is that what this is all about?
That Dylan story broke us up. I've spent the last year working with you day in and day out, just hoping that one day you would look at me and realize what a mistake you made. I love you, Sally. There, I said it. I love you. You're more important to me than anything else in the world. Nothing, not fame or the front page or a Pickering Award is more important to me than you are. You're my front page news.
Oh, Paul.
The only thing I've ever asked from you is your hand in marriage. Now I'm asking you for one other thing. If you care about me at all, let's leave these nice people be and go home.
Paul, I do care about you. I really do so much. But I have to get this story.
Deliciousness.
Oh, Cardinal Redding, let me say once again how thrilled the Sisters of Perpetual Sowing are to have you visit us today. It's just too bad that the other sisters are on retreat and couldn't join us.
I would love to propose a toast to Cardinal Redding. Let's pass some glasses down the road here. Yes. Okay, Mother.
This is lovely.
A little for you.
Thank you. So lovely.
And Cardinal, please hold your glass. And everyone, let's raise our glasses to Cardinal Redding. A blessing on his visit and a blessing on his health. Cheers!
Sisters, a word. What is the meaning of this?
Mother Superior, I had no idea.
George must have gone into the pressing room.
Do you realize what we've done? We have served you know what to a cardinal.
This is really good punch.
Stop him before he has another glass. Stop him.
No, the juice in this punch has gone sour.
Stop
Let
fine.
me get you something else to drink.
No, this might be the
really,
best punch
it's not
I've ever
very
had.
good.
Sisters, what is the meaning of this?
Yeah, and a guy gets some sleep around here.
George, what are you doing down there?
Trying to take a nap. I've been working like a dog all week, picking grapes and getting bottles and pretending to be a priest. Oh, hello, Cardinal Redding.
George, go back to your cabin immediately.
No, not until I talk to Mary Kathyrn. I'm not leaving without her.
What is happening to everyone?
Well. Look what I found.
George, have you been drinking in the pressing room?
No, I've been drinking out here.
This isn't George's, Mother Superior. It's yours.
Mine?
This is proof that this convent has been making and selling wine to the locals.
We are sinners! Forgive us! Big mouth!
What's she talking about?
The Sisters of Perpetual Sowing have been secretly making wine and selling it to the locals for years.
It's true, but we had to. There was no other way to save the convent. It's just the four of us.
Oh, Cardinal Redding, it's true. Please forgive us. We just thought if you knew how small our order is, that you would close us down. We know you sent Sister Mary Kathyrn here to spy on us and report back to Rome.
What? I'm not a spy.
Of course you are, dear.
No, really, I'm not even a nun.
What?
I'm still a novice. Cardinal Redding has allowed me to come here disguised as a nun until I take my vows next month, but I'm not going to take them. I've fallen in love with George. Oh, it's okay. Since I'm not really a nun, there's no sin involved.
Oh, Cardinal Redding, I don't know how I can explain any of this to you.
He's not Cardinal Redding.
He's not?
He's not? No, Cardinal Redding is 80. And Japanese. And wears an eye patch. I don't know who he is. Sister.
Father
Paul?
Actually, just Paul. I'm a reporter for the Times, and I was sent here to find out the truth about a local underground winery.
What about you, Sister Mary?
I'm Sally Andrews. I work with Paul.
But I was just so certain.
I know you were, and I'm sorry, but none of this changes the fact that the Sisters of Perpetual Sowing have been secretly making and selling wine to the locals for years, and this is front page news. It's my ticket to the big time.
No, Sally.
Paul, you may want to squander this opportunity, but I don't. This will finally get me where I'm going.
And where is that?
Paul, somewhere I thought you wanted to go too. I'm sorry. I really am.
Well, I guess all we can do is just wait for Rome to close us down. I can't believe that you would do this to us.
Mother Superior, I am so sorry. I really am.
I should have known you were a phony. You're always so nervous around me. Just as bad as those stuttering boys that at St. Julius d'Ange High School.
St. Julius d'Ange?
Yes.
Sister Margaret?
Paul Billings?
So it is you! I can't believe it!
Paul Billings. I should have known.
So you remember me after all these years?
Of course, I always remember the troublemakers. Besides, you always reminded me so much of my late husband.
You were married?
Yes. Yes, I was a widow before I became a nun. I had 2 children. a little girl, a little boy. Their father, may he rest in peace, he enjoyed you-know-what a little bit too much. When we were vacationing in France, he drunkenly crashed the car into a telephone pole. Next day, I woke up in a Catholic hospital. I begged them to tell me what happened to my family, but not speaking the language, I just couldn't understand. But I knew by the look in their eyes that my family had been killed. Oh, sisters, that is why to this day I cannot utter Satan's drink. It's just too painful.
France. Where in France?
Oh, it was just a little town. It was out in the middle of nowhere. It was a place called
Côte du
Cashmere.
Yes, how did you know?
I was found on the doorstep of a boys' orphanage outside of a little town called Côte du Cashmere.
I was found on the doorstep of a girls' orphanage outside Côte du Cashmere.
How old were you?
2 years old. And you?
2. My birthday is
April
11th. Brother!
Children, it's a miracle!
I have so many questions. Tell us everything. What was Father like? Was he smart?
Oh, very.
Was he handsome?
Oh, he was very handsome.
What did he do for a living?
He was a salesman. He was very, very successful with his trade. He sold...
Bedspreads.
That's right. How did you know?
Chenille bedspreads. The accident altered my face, but not my heart, Margaret.
Lawrence?
Daddy?
Papa?
Family!
Lord of mercy. But Lawrence, I thought you were dead.
Oh, I told them not to tell you. I survived. I couldn't face you after the accident, Margaret. Oh, it was all my fault. I needed to get myself sober and start over. Oh, I was a bad husband, bad father, no good to you. So I did what any amateur magician does. I made myself disappear. Went back to America and started over. Got the marriage annulled, and I truly found my calling. I started training for my ordination that very day. Years later, when they assigned me to Shady Glen, and I found you again, I knew it was the divine hand of God that brought us back together. But I could never really come to tell you the truth, Margaret. But I was so upset when I thought that Father Paul was trying to take over the parish. You see, Margaret, I couldn't bear the thought of leaving you again.
Oh, Lawrence.
Oh, Margaret.
Well, I can't do it. I can't go through with it. You were right, Paul. I do run away from my feelings. I left you at the altar because I was too afraid to depend on someone else, but when I left just now without you, I felt like the loneliest girl in the world. I love you. There, I said it, I love you.
Mom, Dad, Sis, I want you to meet Sally, my soon-to-be-again wife.
Paul, what's with all this mom, dad, sis stuff? Show a little respect.
Sally, I'd like you to meet my mother, the mother, my father, the father, and my sister, the sister. I'll fill you in on the way to Vegas.
Vegas?
I I promised myself that the minute she told me she loved me again, we'd be off to Vegas to get married.
Why Vegas? You've got your old man here, the ceremony right now, and your whole family is here. Oh, we'll marry you right now if you want.
Shelley, could we before another story comes up?
Well, I can't think of a better story to cover than true love conquering all. Except, of course, for a local convent winning $500,000.
What do you mean?
Your wine has won a prize worth $500,000. That's the story we're here to cover.
$500,000. We won't be considered insignificant.
We won't have to close our doors.
Oh, hallelujah.
Mary Kathyrn, will you do me the honor?
Yes, George.
A double wedding, glory be.
Oh, and we're already set up for the reception.
Hors d'oeuvres and wine for everyone.
Mother Superior, you said you know what?
As it says in Deuteronomy, and spend your money on whatever you desire, oxen, sheep, or wine, or strong drink, whatever your appetite craves, and you shall eat before the Lord your God and rejoice, you and your household. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.